All right, everybody, welcome back. Excited for today's deep dive.
Definitely.
We're going to be tackling a really cool Excel shortcut. And, you sent me over some notes on Excel shortcuts.
Right.
And this one, I think, really is going to help you work smarter, not harder.
Absolutely.
I think that's really what we're all about.
Yeah, for sure.
So without further ado,
Let's hear it.
let's jump right in. So the shortcut we're going to unlock today is Shift plus F3.
Ooh. Okay.
Now, I know what you might be thinking, a dialog box.
Right.
Really? That's the big reveal?
Yeah.
But just trust me on this one.
Okay.
This is going to be a game changer.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
It's really about working smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
So Shift plus F3, it takes you to the insert function dialog box.
Okay.
And this is super powerful because it gives you access to basically this whole library of functions.
Right. Like built-in formulas.
Exactly. Built-in formulas that can do everything.
Yeah.
From like super basic calculations
Yeah.
to some really complex stuff.
I mean, think about all the functions there are in Excel.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many.
I can't even keep them all straight.
And they're always adding more.
I know, right?
So this is a really valuable tool.
Totally. And it's funny because I know there are a lot of functions in Excel, but if I'm being honest, I probably only use 10% of them.
Probably same.
And it's not because I don't want to use the other
yeah.
ones. It's just I can't always remember what the exact syntax is.
Oh, yeah.
Or even what the function is called sometimes.
Exactly. Like, how do you even find the function that you need?
Yeah. So that's where the insert function dialog box comes in, because it's this search bar
Right.
where you can just type in what you're trying to do,
Oh, that's it.
and it'll show you all the functions that are relevant.
Okay, I see.
And then you can just click on the one you want, and it gives you all this information.
Like what?
It tells you what the function does.
Okay.
It tells you what arguments it needs.
And it even gives you examples.
Oh, wow.
So it's like having a little Excel tutor right there in the dialog box.
That's pretty cool.
I know, right?
Much better than having to Google it every time.
Oh my gosh, yes. Honestly, how many times have you been in the middle of working on a spreadsheet?
Oh, all the time.
And you're like, oh, I need to use a VLOOKUP here.
Yep.
And then you're like, wait, hold on. How does VLOOKUP work again?
Totally. And then you're off to Google or digging through help files.
Totally. But with Shift plus F3,
Yeah.
you can just pull up the dialog box,
Right there.
type in VLOOKUP,
Ew.
and you're good to go.
I like it.
I know, right? And speaking of VLOOKUP,
Yeah.
I know you were telling me about that project you were working on,
Right.
analyzing investment data.
Mm-hmm.
And VLOOKUP is the perfect function for that.
It is. If you're trying to pull data from different tables.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Maybe you have one table with stock prices
Right.
and another table with company information.
And you need to combine them.
Yep. Yes. And VLOOKUP can just do that for you automatically.
That's so powerful.
I know. And then another function that I know you were using in your analysis was IFR.
Oh, yeah. IFR is a lifesaver.
It really is.
Yeah.
And it's so simple, but so effective.
Yeah.
Basically just lets you handle errors in your formulas.
Right.
So for example,
Yeah.
let's say you're dividing two numbers in a formula.
Okay.
And sometimes the denominator is 0.
Right. Which you can't do.
Exactly. You can't divide by 0.
Yeah, you get an error.
And that can break your whole spreadsheet.
Totally. It can mess up all your calculations.
I know. But with IFR,
Yeah.
you can just tell Excel, hey, if there's an error,
Mm-hmm.
just return a blank cell or a 0 or whatever you want.
Okay.
So it just prevents those errors from messing everything up.
Yeah, so it's like a safety net.
Exactly. And again, you can easily find and use IFR with Shift plus F3.
Just pull up that dialog box.
Yep. And honestly, I think that's one of the biggest benefits of this shortcut.
What do you mean?
It's not just about saving time.
Right.
It's also about making your spreadsheets more reliable.
Totally. More robust.
Yeah, because you're less likely to have errors.
And you can handle those errors gracefully.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's this shortcut is not just a convenience.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fundamental tool for good spreadsheet design.
I like that.
I know, right? And it's funny because I've always wondered,
Yeah.
how do people become those Excel wizards?
Oh, yeah.
The ones who can just
build any formula.
yes, they just know every function.
And they can do it so fast.
I know. And I'm is there some secret society of Excel masters?
Right. Do they have a secret handshake?
I know. But maybe it's just that they use this shortcut.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's their secret weapon.
It could be. I mean, it makes sense.
Right. Because if you can easily access any function,
Yeah.
and you understand how to use it.
Then you're pretty much unstoppable.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
you're not limited by your memory. You're only limited by your creativity.
Oh, I like that.
I know, right? So to recap,
Yes.
Shift plus F3 is your key to unlocking the power of Excel functions.
It's like a cheat code.
It really is. And
Oh,
I think everyone should be using it.
agreed.
And here's something to think about.
All right.
Now that you know this shortcut,
Yeah.
why not challenge yourself to learn one new Excel function every week?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Right. Like, just pick a function.
Mm-hmm.
Look it up in the Insert Function dialog box.
Play around with it.
Yeah. And see what you can do with it.
I bet you'll be surprised.
I think so too.
Right.
Because there's so much you can do with Excel.
Absolutely. It's a really powerful tool.
And this shortcut just makes it that much easier to access all that power.
And fun. Don't forget fun.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Like, who doesn't love a good spreadsheet?
Especially when you can make it do cool stuff.
I know, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's our deep dive for today.
Excellent.
Hope you enjoyed it,
I did.
and we'll see you next time.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.